eBay has introduced zero fees for selling clothing on private accounts. Are you scared? Or are you trying to be smarter? Watch out, cause things are not necessarily looking like you think they are looking. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, and that's what takes the bulk of my time. So guys, today I would like to talk about recent eBay announcement that waives all those final value fees for selling clothing via private accounts. And I've got a feeling that a lot of resellers are either terrified about this decision, or they are pissed off by this decision, or they are like, they've got enough because there's another thing that they think eBay does against them. I'm going to tell you how it looks like from my perspective, and how I'm not scared at all, and how I'm actually happy about this decision. But first, if you're interested in reselling content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would also be grateful for any likes, shares, and all that good stuff. Now, rant alert. Ready? For F's sake, do not follow YouTubers blindly. Do not listen to them, and do not think they are smarter than you. Under any circumstances, do not follow me blindly. Do not follow anybody else blindly. 90% of YouTubers say their shit without even being bothered to check. Not to mention to double check. Not to mention to go and ask eBay about it. Primo Kimo, my mate, I love you. But on Monday, in your last stream, you've just given people a suicidal advice. Like literally, you've said to people, take a hammer and smash it into your head. I got so aggravated that I've stopped to watch. I literally have stopped to watch. Maybe somebody has corrected you in the chat later on. I don't know. Because I had enough. The thing is, guys, do not follow blindly. So Primo said, now it's the best time to set up second shop and sell your clothing there as a private account. Do this, and I pretty much guarantee you that both of your accounts will be suspended within 6 months, and you will be permanently banned from eBay. Yes, you can have multiple accounts on eBay, but there are bloody few restrictions, and 3 major ones are: number 1, you can't use second account to spam search results. What does that mean? It means that you can't have the same item on both accounts. Number 2, you can't run second account to bypass selling limits. I don't mean those free allocations that comes with your subscription shop subscription. I mean selling limits. There are 2 of them. One is in value, the other is in number of items that you can sell and list and sell monthly. Yeah. So if you maxed out your listing limit on one account, you can't open second account just to be able to list more. And number 3, finally and most importantly, yeah, you can't run second account to avoid paying fees. And this is what Primo Kimo suggested you in his stream. Sell clothing as a private account to avoid fees. Do you really effing think that eBay is so stupid? Come on. Do you really think that they will allow that? Do you really think that they will not block you? Do you really think that they will warn you before blocking you? Do you really think they give a shit about you and your business? All they give a shit about is their money. And if you will set up second account to avoid paying fees, your business is basically dead at this point. If you are a YouTuber and you are watching this, I beg you, I flipping beg you, get your shit together and check before you say something. And I mean all of you, not only Primo Kimo, all of you. Just imagine, how would you feel if 6 months from now a dozen of people will come to you saying, I've just lost my eBay account because of your advice? How would you feel realizing that you've just ruined their life? How would you feel that they have lost their businesses? How would they feel losing their businesses because of your advice? Would they thank you or would they hate you? Guys, let's go back to the topic. So eBay has recently announced that they are waiving fees on selling clothing on private accounts. We've got at least a few points that have to be made here. Number 1, it's UK only as far as I understand. Number 2, why eBay has done it. Number 3, what it means for us resellers who run it as a business. And number 4, who is going to gain, who is going to lose. First of all, as far as I understand, it's UK only. And that's it. Nothing more to say about it. Number 2, I don't believe eBay has waived those fees forever, for good, indefinitely. At the moment, they say it's permanent, but they may change their mind. In my opinion, they will reevaluate it after summer, and then probably after next 6 months, and after next 6 months, and after next 6 months. Obviously, it's going to cost them money in a short run, because they will lose those final value fees. But in the long run, they may actually gain. They are waiving those fees because they want to earn more money, not less money. More money, not less money. That's why they are doing for private accounts, because private sellers are also buyers in most of the cases. So they will lose those final value fees, but they will gain them somewhere else. They are bleeding users through the nose for last few years, losing them to platforms like Poshmark in US and Vinted in UK. And this is why they are doing it. It's not about punishing business users. It's not about benefiting private users. It's all about the money. Jesus Christ, people, it's always about the money. Trust me. eBay assumes that in a long run they will earn more money by doing this. They want to take over users from Vinted and get them back on eBay. This is a war against Vinted, nothing else. This is not the war against business sellers. This is not something to benefit private sellers. This is war against Vinted. Will they succeed? I don't know, but they have strong chance to succeed, to beat Vinted. But I think they are missing the point why Vinted is so popular. In my opinion, it's not about selling fees or lack of selling fees on Vinted. Not only about that. I think the biggest reason why people like Vinted is the fact that it's so simple. It's so simple. Vinted website is literally 5 pages. Your main page, where your stock is, notifications, messages, profile, and balance. And that's it. And that's it. All the rest is like help pages and this kind of stuff. You list and you forget. Listing process is way much easier on eBay than on eBay. There is no back office, charts, numbers, nothing. Even their promoted listings on Vinted, they are that easy. You pay the same amount every time, whether item sells or it doesn't. And it's tied up to your asking price. The higher the asking price, the higher the fee. And that's it. That's simple. That's simple. And all those youngsters, they like it fast, they like it simple, they like it easy. They don't like effort, they don't like learning, they don't like understanding. I sound like an old fart bashing the youngsters. Oh my God. Sorry about it, but that's how I see it. So what does it mean to us, resellers? Nothing really. Nothing. Please let me explain that, guys. If you are scared, then regular Jane will have an advantage on you or over you. Please don't be scared. I sell on highly saturated market, full of regular Janes. They were there for years, always. And I can beat regular Jane on eBay every day, any day, all day long, 360 days in a year. And I don't care that they sell cheaper. I don't care that they are not bothered about price. And I won't care that they will not pay fees. Do you really think that they will lower the prices even more because they don't pay fees? Bollocks. 99% of them will say more money for me. So what will change? Nothing. It's going to be the same as it was. They won't pay their fees, but your fees are not going up. If you had a viable business until this point, you will still have viable business tomorrow. Guys, regular Jane is not a competition for you. Long time ago, I've made videos about it. I will try to link them down below in the description. Go and have a look if you haven't watched them yet, excuse me. They are old, but most of the things still apply. Guys, you've got one massive advantage over regular Jane. This is your business. This is how you make living. You need to succeed. You need to make sales because this is what pays your bills. They don't. For them, if something sells, fine. If it doesn't, then well, no harm done. You've got the knowledge. You've got the skills. You know what you're doing. With all the respect to regular Jane, most of them don't know what they are doing. If they knew what they are doing, they wouldn't sell their items at 20% of value. Don't be scared about it. I believe we resellers, we are going to gain here. Our business model is not changing. If you were profitable so far, you will be profitable after those fees being waived. And if you say it's not fair, well, I've got the news for you. Life is not fair. I've been born behind Iron Curtain. You haven't. I've been told a million times that Soviet Union is the best country in the world. And I believed in that. I was just a kid. Things that you have considered as being normal, they were all an abstract for me. An abstract for me. Video games, cartoons in TV. That was mind-blowing. I didn't know that they exist. That was unfair, because life is unfair. You are in way much better position now than somebody just being born in Somalia, because life is not fair. The one who is most likely going to lose is Vinted. Notice that this fee waiver is on clothing only, and Vinted is literally clothing only. All the rest on Vinted is marginal. This decision, that's a shot fired into Vinted. They are literally in deep shit. They might lose some users. I don't think they will lose their business as a whole, but closing down UK operation is in the menu. I think Vinted may lose so much to the point that they will close UK operations. eBay may gain some users, probably will. And every user gained by an eBay is a bonus for us who sell on eBay. It's an additional customer. If private sellers will sell on eBay, they will also buy on eBay. The more people buying, the more sales for us. And one more thing, if this exercise will significantly harm Vinted, as soon as it's done, as soon as Vinted is crippled, those fees are back. There is no other option. If Vinted is not a threat anymore, those fees are back. Vinted had its chance 6 months ago. I've contacted many people working there on what's that website, that like a professional website that you can find people working in places. LinkedIn, yeah, LinkedIn. So I have contacted like half a dozen people who were like some sort of managers of eBay, of Vinted UK, and I said to them, accept business sellers, because you've got a chance to cripple eBay. They didn't do it. Now eBay is going to cripple them. There will be also some resellers who will lose, because some of them will say, I've got enough, eBay is screwing us, eBay is stupid, eBay doesn't know what they are doing, and I will go somewhere else. If you think something along the line, I've got enough, eBay being unfair, I'm going to Vinted, sod it. I will wait for Vinted Pro and I will leave eBay. Please don't jump your head first. You may actually make yourself a boo-boo. In my opinion, there is strong chance that Vinted will lose this war, at least in UK. If you will go, fine, it's your decision. If you will lose, then somebody else will gain. I suggest you stay on eBay and wait to see how the situation develops. Now, will regular Jane gain anything? Probably. But I see it this way. If regular Jane gets more money for her stuff, she will spend more money buying something else. So this money is going out of eBay's pocket, not out of your pocket or mine pocket. They are waiving fees. They are not raising up our fees. My business stays as it was. Remember one more thing. All those online platforms now have an obligation to report private users to HMRC, so Revenue and Customs, taxman. Regular Jane has been squeezed on this side. Yeah, because a lot of them say, well, I'm not going to pay tax on it. I'm not selling anymore. I'm gonna sell via, I don't know, marketplace or something, Facebook marketplace or something. I'm not selling it. Shit, I'm going to go to car boot sale and flog my items on car boot sale. So they have been squeezed by this decision, this government decision. So eBay is giving them shit back. Hey, don't go. We are waiving fees. Please don't go. Stay. You don't care about it. You are paying your taxes anyway, whether eBay reports it to HMRC or not. Yeah? You are paying your taxes anyway. Will eBay gain anything? They will gain users. That's a fact. They will gain users. But they will lose on fees. Question is, what will be greater? Fees brought by new users or fees given up by those clothing sales? And there is one more thing that I would like to talk about. And I see and hear that over and over again on YouTube. When Vinted will introduce Pro version, everything will change. Are you for real? Are you for real? When Vinted will introduce this Pro version? I hear that for 2 years that Vinted is going to introduce Pro version. That Vinted will allow business sellers. Do you think that they are so keen or shooting their own foot? They will not introduce business sellers until regulator won't force them to do it. What's in it for Vinted? If that was good idea for Vinted, they would introduce those business sellers 5 years ago. Guys, go to Vinted and have a look. I've listed 500 items there. And I make 2 sales a week. If I'm lucky. Last week I didn't make any. And my prices are lower than on eBay. There is plenty of stock there, but there is not enough buyers, which creates a race to the bottom with prices. There are plenty of bargains because regular Janes are selling their stock for £1.50. The cheaper the stock is, the less Vinted is making out of that insurance. I don't even think that Vinted is profitable at the moment. Guys, when they will introduce business sellers, there will be thousands of resellers listing thousands of items each within weeks with proper prices, because no businessman or businesswoman will list their items there just to sell them. They will be with proper prices. We will end up with 5 million items on Vinted extra, all with proper prices. Bargains will be way much harder to find, and you will have to dig deeper to find them and go through resellers' stock to find that regular Jane who's selling shit cheaply. That will make those few buyers who are there very unhappy. Platform will be overloaded with stock. Bargain time will end. Then regular Jane will have a problem selling their stuff cheap because it will be overloaded with other stock. That will make sellers unhappy. And on top of everything else, introducing Pro version, allowing business sellers, will make Vinted responsible for a lot of shit that now they don't give a monkey about. Because consumer rights will kick in and people will start to complain, demand free returns, the cases to be resolved, there will be phone calls, there will be problems to sort out. Vinted doesn't want it unless they are forced to do it. On the other hand, guys, this decision made by eBay may actually speed up the process of introducing Vinted Pro, allowing business sellers there. If they will lose a lot of private sellers going back to eBay, they may actually come to conclusion that Pro version is a good idea. Then, when eBay will see it, they may think twice about waiving those fees for business sellers as well, to give a kick in the teeth to Vinted. I've got my popcorn ready, guys. This is not a bad news. Something good may pop up out of this next year. Yeah? That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. To wrap it up, I'll say I'm optimistic about it. I think it won't last forever, and I know eBay will gain users. For me, that's good. But I understand some people see it as screwing business sellers. In my opinion, that's a wrong conclusion. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a blog who sells ladies' clothing. And I can't even speak proper English. Guys, stick to your guns. Believe in yourself. Be confident. Educate yourself. Find new ways, new solutions. Carry on selling. You are better than regular Jamies. You know your shit. They don't. Stick to eBay and observe. Observe what is going to happen. Do not jump into conclusion without seeing evidence. And please, 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 do not follow YouTubers blindly. Do not follow me blindly. Do not follow anybody else blindly. Use your own brain. Check shit. Make a research before you make a decision. Don't base your decision on YouTubers. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button. If you wish to support the channel further and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye-bye.